Okay, good morning teacher and classmates. Today I'm going to talk about my family roots. Okay, let's start. Well, first, they are my parents. His name is Rene and her name is Sofia. I want to emphasize that my parents are separate. By June of this year, they will have been divorced for 5 years legally, but they are separated many years ago. Okay. About my father, don't forget that I have 3 sisters from the side of my dad. Okay, the older, her name is Brenda, and she has 20 years old. Next is Mia, and the last one, her name is Camila. Okay, then my father has 3 brothers and 1 sister. He is in the middle of them, and by July of this year, my father will have been 54 years old. Okay, let's talk about my mother. Okay, let me stress that my mom was born in Chancay, in the north of Lima. Okay, but she's not living here anymore. Well, in Peru. By October of this year, she will have been living in Italy for 10 years. I would like to stress that I lived in Chancay all my childhood until she was moving to Italy, and now she will have been 57 years old. My mother is older than my father. Okay, let's talk about my grandparents. From the side of my mom, I didn't know my grandfather. I know that his name was Ramiro, but I know my grandmother, that fortunately she's still alive. Her name is Luisa, and she was born in Chincha. Okay, and they know each other in the port of Chancay, because my grandfather was a fisherman and my grandmother she was a cook. Okay, and my grandfather was all the time in the kitchen talking to her, and that's how they fall in love. Okay, you need to know that they had 12 children. One of them is my mom. Okay, and I would like to point that my grandfather is from Cajamarca, and he went to Chancay to work. Okay, now let's talk about my grandfather from the side of my dad. Okay, I know both of them, but they unfortunately passed away many years ago. Okay, my grandfather was called Maximo, and my grandmother was called Amelia. They born in Ancash, in the district of Goris. It was a little town of Ancash. Okay, they have 5 children, and they was living here in Lima since they were 20 years old. Okay, and that's it. Thank you very much.